Welcome, colleagues. I'm going to show you how to create a class, add students, and manage the content that you assign your students for your ConnectEd My Math content. When you log into your ConnectEd account, this is what you initially see. Now, my initial dashboard here is going to look a little bit different because I have access to all grade level student and teacher content. You should only have one content for your teacher edition and then the same grade level content for your student edition. So once you enter your ConnectEd account, you're going to find your teacher edition, and for this I'm going to choose grade 5. So click on the picture of the book for your teacher edition, and then it will transport you to your Teacher Center dashboard. And each year ConnectEd upgrades their system. So every year looks a little bit different. So this year's Teacher Center dashboard looks a lot different from last year. But if you come to the top here, there's a menu, and if you choose the menu, it gives you all these drop-down choices, which are pretty similar to what they've been in the past. And for this purpose, we're going to choose Class Management. Now, the next screen you see gives you the options to create a class, edit a class. You can share your class in case you want to share some of your students with that are in special education, and you can share information back and forth, or maybe you're joining classes with a different teacher and you want to share information, or you can even delete a class. So for this purpose, we are going to create a class. Give your class a name, and most of my students use their own name, and they put in the school year so they can keep it separate from years past, and the grade level is your grade level. Now, we're not going to use the simplified login for this class. This is an option that is mostly used for primary grade students, and it includes just a little picture icon that helps them to log in quicker. But we do have constraints on how our students log in. We have pre-described protocol for login names and passwords, so we're not going to mess with this for right now, and choose Save. And so here I've created a class, and it's grade level 4. Now I need to add students, and there's a convenient button right here for you to choose to add your students. And then you have all these options to what district it's from, what class, content, grade level. So for this purpose, I'm just going to choose grade level 4, and I'm going to enter the name of a student that I am allowed to access, which is my son, and hit search. And there he is. His name comes up right here. And so if I want to add him, I'll need to choose his name. Now, one of the issues we've found this year with the upgraded version of ConnectEd with My Math is that the screen size interferes with many of the little pop-up windows. It even interferes with your ability to manipulate some of the content. So what we've had to do is go to our internet options, go to our settings and set the zoom to about 75%, and that's going to reduce that window so that you can see the full area. It also helps with showing videos and some of the Are You Ready pages that are available through ConnectEd. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I click the name next to the student and hit Save. And so now this student has been added to my class. Now that's what you'll continue to do for each of your students. I'll show you one more time. I'm looking for 4th grade students, and I'm going to put in a student's name that I'm allowed to choose, and hit search, and her name shows up. Now this child is in here twice, but we are going to use the first, we're going to choose the first option because these are the parameters that we're using for our username. This is more than likely something that was set up last year, but this is what we're going to use for this year because that's what the protocol is. And hit Save. And so now I have 2 students in my class. I can print this list, and then I can also remove the student from here, and then I can also choose View to view the student's username and password, and also it gives me the option to print a password card. Now there is an option to print a password card for all of your students in a different place in the Teacher Center. But for this purpose, we now know how to create your class and to add a student. One of the other options that you can use from this screen is this print option. Now when you choose print and you open, you could save, but for this purpose I'll show you just by opening the document. It will give you a list, a master list of all of your students, their first, last name, gender, their username and password, what grade, and their student ID. So if you'd like to have a master list, and from there you could generate and create your own login cards for the students, but ConnectEd also offers that option for you. Now that we have created our class and assigned our students, we're going to return to the ConnectEd dashboard so we can assign the content to those students. So go back to your menu and choose ConnectEd. Now that you reach your ConnectEd dashboard, we're going to locate your student edition for My Math. And you're going to make this choice right here that says Assign Content. Once you do that, you're going to need to choose the content you want to assign and choose Next. And then it will give you the option to assign the students that you've already placed into your class. And here are the two students that I have added to my class, and I will choose the students that I want to add the content. I can choose them individually, or as you noticed, I can click the one at the square at the top and it will check all of the students. Go to Next. And here are the students, and this is identifying the content that they will be assigned. Now there is an option for students to log in from the same ConnectEd login page that teachers log into using their username and login password, and they can assign their own content by entering this 12-digit redemption code. That tends to be a little tedious for children in elementary school, so the easiest way is just for the teacher to go ahead and add all the students to her class and then assign them in one bulk upload. So then you choose Assign, and the content was redeemed successfully, and choose OK. So now those two students that are in my class now have the content that they need, and they can utilize their ConnectEd resources as they are assigned. I hope this was helpful, and you know to contact me if you need any additional assistance with your ConnectEd account. Thank you.